other tops. And sometimes when I'm around the house, I wear leggings and I wear tops. But in general, too, when I go out a lot, occasionally, I like to wear leggings. But in general, I like to kind of dress up. I mean, I dress down a little bit, but I don't know. My definition of dressing down is not other people's definition of dressing down. I'm going to drink lots of beverages. Wow. This is one of my favorites. I got it on sale at TJ Maxx. It was on sale for $3.99. This San Pellegrino. You get a thing of it for like $4, 8 of them. It's a really good deal. And I'm also sipping on some coffee. So yes, I just feel like, honestly, what is the whole obsession with like always dressing super casual? Like, I don't know. This is kind of like, I get it. People want to be comfortable. And I've never cared. Like, I've never been in anybody's face about being comfortable or dressing like alt leisure, whatever it is. But it seemed like it used to be kind of more like an American thing. I think it's becoming more widespread. But in general, like, yeah, even if I dress down a little bit, I still wear earrings. I like to dress up a little bit. And that just makes people upset or something. They're like, why do you wear dresses and skirts and dress up and wear this? I dress how I want to dress, and I dress for myself. Thank you very much. I have a great sense of style, and I know it looks good on me, and yeah. And you know how I found my sense of style? Like, some people are like, I have to read a book, or I have to take some sort of, like, influencer's course to find out what my style is. I don't agree, okay? I guess if you just really have no clue what you like, then okay, do that. But I knew how I wanted to dress when I was 4 years old, okay? Because there were dresses I liked. My mom made me a few dresses when I was younger. And I don't sew. I really wish I did, but like, I told her I like this material, this pattern, and she made some. Or we bought some dresses out of the catalog, the JCPenney's catalog. Or sometimes if we went to the store, and I always knew what I liked. Like, even when I was a little kid, I knew what my style was. It was society that tried to tell me sometimes that this wasn't right. But it was funny because sometimes, here I was a kid, I was buying, like, some of the dresses I wore were sold in department stores. But you would have other girls telling, oh, you can't wear that. Nobody wears that. But you know what I was thinking? I was gaslit as a child because somebody was wearing it. And some people do wear dresses. And anybody who, like, this whole thing where women tell other women how they're supposed to dress and what they're supposed to wear, it's problematic. It's really weird. I think it's something that people think is cool, but I don't think it's cool, because I have never in my whole life gone up to another woman and said, hey, I think you should wear that instead. I just think it's kind of weird. It's strange. And I don't want to, like, say, but usually the people that would say things like that, they would think, like, you should dress more casually, or, like, the hair thing, like, they would think women should cut their hair shorter, and it was just not nice. It's not nice stuff. Nobody should be, like, getting in somebody's face and telling them, hey, why do you dress up? If you want to dress as casual can be, that's cool. But one thing I don't really understand about the whole obsession with dressing super casual now is, like, I saw some things on my feed that were very just confusing. It was, like, very casual outfits, like something you could see at Target or Burlington, or, I don't know, a department store, just regular brands, but they were designer brands, really expensive outfits, like kind of 90s inspo. And I'm like, you guys are paying too much for that stuff, or somebody sent it to you for free and you're advertising it. And look, I don't know. So yeah, sometimes, like I'm saying, I wouldn't, honestly, like, if I was at the beach, I think maybe a crop top like this with leggings or a skirt would look good. But in everyday life, would I always wear this? Probably not. I feel comfortable wearing it at home for some reason because, hey, I think, like, I realized with my height, it just looks good on me. Like, there are certain things, like, when I'm at home, when I want to be more comfortable, that I wear. I don't know, but I wouldn't necessarily wear this, like, to Disneyland or something. I mean, it's cute. I mean, it could be a workout outfit. I just don't think I'm the type of person who would wear this out of the house. But I love wearing, like, there's certain things I like to wear at home, like just combinations of things that I throw together that I don't, like, I have 2 different wardrobes, if that makes any sense. And my at-home wardrobe can be more dressy a lot of times, but sometimes it tends to be a little bit more relaxed, but in a way, like, sometimes I wear skirts at home in the summer. I'm probably going to put a sweater over this. I just thought this top looks really cute. Like, I like to wear them underneath other tops, like if there's a top that's kind of low cut or something. I just realized crop tops are great because then you layer a regular top underneath a top. It's so bulky, but a crop top, it works. But also, I realized with my height and just like it looks kind of good. So I kind of started doing it. So I kind of like it. Plus, it's a great guideline for hair. I'm like, my hair is not quite as long as this crop top yet, but I feel like, I don't know, it could be a good measuring point to see, like my hair isn't quite, I don't think it is. I'd have to go get a mirror to check. I'd have to get a mirror to see. And then I'd have to put my glasses back on. So I don't wear my glasses when I'm... Yeah, my hair's not as long as the crop top yet, but I feel like... I do feel like this crop top could be kind of like just a litmus test of where I feel like my hair is at right now, lengthwise. That's it. So... I kind of like the idea of having 2 different wardrobes, and I'm kind of finally opening this one. But I'm thinking next time I want to make my own detangling spray with olive oil and maybe some rosemary. I don't know. I just want to make my own. I think I'm going to try to do that because I have never made my own detangling spray before. My hair's not wet. I just wet it down a bit. It's not damp. But one thing I've always done with my hair type was I would run water, like the brush through water, so that when I'm brushing my hair, like and I just found too over time, like I used to use like detangling sprays when I was younger, and it was an epiphany that came back to me a few years ago. I'm like, why don't you use a detangling spray? Well, for a long time I was using the Yves Rocher oil, and I did love it, but they changed their formula back to what it used to be, and there's just one problem with it. I still love it, but it's like pure coconut oil, so it's like solidified. I can't get out of the bottle unless I heat it up. So I've just kind of been liking these detangling sprays because they're kind of like what the Yves Rocher was like before they reformulated it. And after they reformulated it, it's just too thick to like put on your hands right away. So my hair's not wet right this second. I just wet it as I brush it. I haven't brushed my hair since yesterday morning, but when I woke up this morning, I did that finger detangling to my hair, and I don't know, ever since I've done that finger detangling thing, I always thought, okay, I did sleep with my hair in a ponytail, and I thought years ago, like, if I didn't sleep with my hair in a braid, it'd be tangle ball. And I'm kind of surprised that it's not. Like, I feel like, I'm like, really? It's not? But I think it is a little bit easier when I do sleep with it in braids, honestly. Like, there's a little bit less I have to do with it. But yeah, I'm really surprised though, but then I did remember something. I remember that even when my hair was like tailbone length, I would sometimes sleep with it down. So I guess I can. I just didn't remember because as my hair got super long, I just was always making sure it was braided, because after a certain length, when your hair is long enough to sit on it, you cannot have it loose all the time unless you want it like to totally tangle like in the bottom portion, you know? So not too high up. Like I can always feel if I go too high up on my hair and I'm like, no, stop. So I work my way up very slowly. Very gently though. This kind of has a 40s vibe to it too. I don't know what it is about it, but okay. Like, because in the 1940s, you have women that wore kind of like these two pieces, like it'd be kind of like a croppish top, and then they'd wear like shorts that went up to here. So I don't know. It just, to me, it kind of has like this 40s vibe to it or something. I kind of like that. It's kind of me. You know, it could be like the 1940s with a serious look flare. Like I could. I still feel like I want to do more detangling on this side a little more. But sometimes too, like the thing I like to go through, because this one, they're both curvy. Who's Rob Looks? What's Play Play? I don't know what Play Play is. I don't know what that means. It must be something that I do not understand, but if you understand it, you understand it, apparently. You want me to subscribe to you? People can subscribe to you in the comments if they want to subscribe to your channel. That's cool. Is English your first language? I don't really understand what you're trying to say. Maybe it's a translation thing. I don't understand. What are you trying to tell me? No. I don't get it. Anyhow. Maybe I just don't understand, but you know. Thanks for commenting. I do try to translate like comments on my videos that like if I'm at the computer, I do try to do that. I don't always do it if I'm on my phone though. And then I do live stream with my phone. Except tomorrow we're gonna be doing like a pre-recorded live stream on my other channel about, it'll be interesting. But you'll just have to stay tuned on the other channel what that one's about. The thing I love about this brush is it kind of just it doesn't straighten out your hair. It doesn't like straighten your hair. You'd have to put heat on your hair to do that. But I feel like if you wanted to like do a trim, and I don't know, I've been playing around with the idea of trimming my hair, but I'm not really ready to do it yet. Because I don't know, like I thought I wanted to, but then I don't really want to yet. I don't really want to trim my hair yet. It's just a thought I'm having. Like, I kind of would like to because, I don't know, my hair looks really good right now. I love my hemline, but I am going to keep up on trimming my hair because in the past, okay, I always used to, like when I was doing my hair growth journey last time, I did trim my hair. And I could tell you, the worst thing I did, in my opinion, was, and I didn't even go a full year, but to go almost a year without trimming my hair, because I feel like the longer your hair gets, the more you can trim when you want, okay? Because when I was having my super long hair growth, like somebody said I should wait a year and not trim my hair, and I don't agree with those people, okay? I'll tell you why, because I was so flippin' unhappy, because I was loving when my hair was hitting like knee length and I was trimming it all the time and I was loving my hemline so flippin' much. And the people that say, well, you might reach floor length, I don't know, that doesn't really appeal to me so much anymore because I had upper calf length hair and I feel like, God, that was super long and that was super hard to take care of. And even now that my hair is getting longer again, I mean, it's still easier than it was when it was that length, but I feel like I do try to be very gentle with my hair and very careful with my hair. So I just can't imagine wanting floor length hair, and because when I had upper calf length hair, I was wearing my hair down in a braid a lot, but around that time, people were like, oh, if you have super long hair, you should wear it in buns, and it was so much work. So much work. Yeah, it wasn't healthy back then. The reason I cut my hair had nothing to do with, my hair was not unhealthy. It had to do with two different things, and I talked about it before. The first one was I mixed henna with conditioner, which you should never mix henna with conditioner. I know a lot of people in the henna community say that. I think henna is a great product, but I don't think you should mix it with conditioner, and it did cause a really bad tangle. But I also think there were a couple other things I did, like I put it on late that night, and I was going to comb my hair out in the morning, and I just couldn't get the tangle out, and then I kept wearing it up that week, hoping I was going to get the tangle out, and it just got worse and worse. And then the second time, it was just because I had some scalp irritation. And I was just panicking. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I should do this. Like, and I'll tell you where, it was from doing that co-washing thing where I wasn't washing my hair with the shampoo and I was trying the conditioner wash, which I do not recommend anymore unless you have very curly, coily hair. But I still think even if you have curly, coily hair, you should like maybe use the clarifying shampoo every few weeks, in my opinion. I think everybody can benefit from that. I know some people now say that they do like the Rizul clay but I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with modern shampoo. Like Victorian people didn't use shampoo because they didn't have shampoo. But I can tell you something, if some bougie Victorian lady had been gifted shampoo from a time machine, she would have used it, okay? So I feel like there's like, I love a lot of natural things, but I think there's a lot of romanticization of the past, and because people think, oh, this must be healthier because this is how people did that back then. Okay, yes and no. I think the techniques that Victorian women used on their hair, like wearing it up a lot and not wearing it down, of course, that's going to help it grow, right? That's common sense because, like, when my hair got super long, so my hair was actually always really good quality. I never had unhealthy hair. But, you know, people that don't know me and they don't watch my channel, they might think that, but I just want to clarify because people can write anything they want in the comments, but they don't know my hair. My hair was like primo. I could have, look, if I had believed in it, I could have sold my hair, but I think that's wrong to give your hair or to sell it. Like, I think, to me, I don't believe, because it's like part of your body, it feels wrong to me. It feels super wrong. And I feel super creeped by people who think people should donate their hair, or people that wear other people's hair in wigs. I feel like, I get it, but I don't get it because nowadays they have synthetic materials that you could make a wig out of. I don't think you should be wearing anybody else's hair in your wig. It feels wrong. Unless, like, you were a child that had, like, a medical health condition, I can understand, but just knowing what that industry is a form of slavery, or it's just a form of exploitation where people out of generosity of their heart think they're doing something good for their religion, so they donate their hair for free to a temple, and these corporate bigwigs that literally fly in helicopters are making a profit off of something that very poor people donated. I just don't know how anybody can reconcile or feel okay with wearing somebody else's hair. Because if you did the research about it, you would know it wasn't right in your heart and soul and mind, and spiritually it feels haram. I'm not a Muslim, but sometimes, like, they have the best explanation about why people shouldn't wear other people's hair. It doesn't feel right. It feels wrong. It just does. It does to me. You know? It doesn't feel right, you know? But those are my opinions on it. Oh my goodness. Pellegrino, this limonata, Italian sparkling water. My sister's like, this is soda. But you know what? Yeah, it has a little bit of sugar in it, but this is better than soda. Because it's like Italian lemons and sparkling water. I love this stuff. I mean, it's good. I love it. Don't drink it if you don't like it, but if you do like it, I highly recommend it. It's a nice little drink. I'm gonna make lemon water from now on though, because I know when I put lemon in water, I do enjoy drinking the water more. But I don't know, people didn't have a sippy cup. I wish I could remember the blog where I read that. But it was so beautiful and it was so true, because I just feel like, okay, I do drink water, but I feel like they push, and it's been debunked because it was a study done in 1923 where this man was saying you should, like, yes, he was a doctor, but it was based on 1923 research. And a few years back, like, the doctors had came out and said, yes, like, you don't need to drink that excessive amount of water. And if you eat, like, a vegetable-rich diet, and you eat fruits and vegetables, like, look, if you were just eating, like, just crackers and, I don't know, Cheez-Its and pepperoni pizza, and that's all you ate all day, and you didn't drink anything, then yeah, maybe drinking that much water would be good for you. But I just don't think that all the water, to me, it feels like, because it doesn't feel natural, because people are like getting bigger and bigger containers of water, and they're like, you have to slurp on it, and you have to chug it. And I don't know, I like to do what feels natural to me, because if I'm out and about, that doesn't feel natural to be like carrying around a big container of water and go, and then it just feels like it's too forced. And I feel like you can just drink water like with your meal, or like as a tea or as a coffee, or you can just drink some water when you want it. I don't think you need to carry around a gallon-sized water container. And people keep saying it's healthy, it's super healthy. But there were doctors who said recently you didn't need to drink that much water. So an influencer telling me that I need a Stanley Cup. Why are they saying you need a Stanley Cup, by the way? Because I thought the Hydro Flask, or I thought the, I don't know, the other one that everybody was carrying around for a while was fine. What about just the plain Contigo water carrier? Because I was like, huh, that water container was at Ross too, and it was on sale for $4. If you want to carry around that much water, why don't you just buy the cheap water container? Why do you need the fancy one? I'm just wondering. And they're like, because it's reusable and I'm saving the environment. I don't know. I question this too, because I find a lot of those, like in public places, people forget those expensive drinkers all the time and they never come back to get them. So, and then I guess they have to replace it. So I'm like, if you're losing it a lot, I don't think that it's necessarily sustainable. And also too, let's be honest about water quality. Because yeah, tap water is okay, but it's not the best. And then, I don't know, I won't, like in our area, if you don't at least put the water through a water filter, I don't know if I'd just be drinking that out of the tippy tap. But those are just my opinions, because people are just like, they're always talking about drinking like a gallon of water a day, and they swear that's going to make them healthy. But yeah, I know that I'm healthy, and I don't need to drink a gallon of water a day. You know, I have feelings about this. I think people should drink water in moderation, you know? I don't understand where the moderation on things went on this thing. Like, I don't think carrying a big giant thing of water around you with you is practical either, because then you have to remember that thing, and you have to carry it with you, and it's an extra thing you have to carry. Also, I guess, I'm a pedestrian, okay? So as somebody who walks, carrying a big giant container of water to me just doesn't feel practical. Maybe it is for a lot of people that like to run and they like heavy, but I kind of like to be hands-free. I love to keep my hands as free as possible. That's my natural inclination. So I go with everything that feels natural to me, and if something feels too forced, or you feel like some influencers telling you that you don't drink enough water and you need to drink more water, I don't know. Think about it for a second. Doctors said that you didn't need to drink a gallon of water a day. I think the influencers are being a little too overzealous about it. I think you should drink water. I'm not saying don't ever drink water, but I do think the amount of water that people are pushing, and sometimes too, like everybody has a different body chemistry. And let's say you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and you eat smoothies, and I've tried to explain this to people before. If I drank more water on top of that, I'd be in the bathroom all day long. Whereas the people who say drink more water, they're eating like a lot of chicken, and they're not eating as much like water soluble foods as I am. So it's the cumulative amount of water that you drink, eat, and consume. It's not like, oh my god, you need to drink. I just think sometimes you need to think before you go with every trend. And also too, is the influencer selling you a Stanley water cup? Because if they're like promoting, like I said, I don't have a problem with influencers, but if they're promoting a new little product on their site, and there's nothing wrong with influencers, by the way, and promoting products. I mean, I have too, but I don't tell people you have to buy Aussie. You need this. Like, you must have this. You need to buy this tomorrow. Like, that'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? But for some reason, like, with other things, it's not weird. I don't know. I would question some things we see, because I think we all know, like, it's advertising. It's just not that. Because like I said, in 1984, people came home and they watched network TV. In 2023, people are scrolling YouTube or more YouTube Shorts or the TikTok. So, if you're seeing UCG content, like where they pay influencers to say drink water, they have a certain container like a Stanley Cup, I mean, it's because they're just trying to advertise, they're trying to sell you something, okay? That's what they're doing. They are trying to sell you a product. And you can buy it if you want, but I don't understand the difference between the Stanley Cup water holder and the one that was the Hydro Flask and the cheaper one, the Contigo one, which was on sale at Ross for like literally $4.99. You know, there's a lot of random things at Ross sometimes, but hey, if you're looking for a cheap water container, that might be the place to go. It's super duper random. It might not be the latest Stanley Cup, but I'm like, I don't know. I also feel so much more solidified in things that I thought 3 years ago. Like recently, my solidification process just came through in my mind. I'm like, 3 years ago, I kind of knew like certain things in my life were right. But I used to be so tormented about things. So tormented. And I don't know why. And I wasn't like literally tormented, but it might just be a situation that just made me feel sad. But then I realized something. I won the lottery. I won the flippy lottery because like I had a realization about things in my life. I'm like, I'm very lucky to have peace of mind. And I just think your peace of mind, I'm not going to go into it in a woo-woo kind of way because I think there's a lot of like kind of existential explanations for what peace of mind is. But I'll tell you this. I think you find peace of mind when you stop talking to people about it. And you start like just thinking about like what is true and what is real and what makes you happy. And I just realized I was very blessed. And I think sometimes in the past I didn't realize how blessed I was. And I would let things bother me or make me sad. But I'm not saying you'll never be sad again. This is not like some perfect little but I'm telling you, everything that happens for a reason, and it happens to make you stronger, better, wiser, and more intelligent in every way. And you just have to make better choices for yourself in life. Like anytime something feels just hurtful and sad, I don't want to give like the explanation everybody else gives of it. I just say turn away, disengage, and go back to what feels true. Like find things that give you passion. Like I have fun doing YouTube. I have fun working on my hobbies. I need to get back to painting more. But I've been trying to clean my house today, so I just didn't really get around to that. But I'm just telling you, if you spend time on things that make you happy, you're just going to feel so good within yourself. And this is my introverted explanation for things, because I don't know how extroverted people play. I don't really get them. But I find, personally, there are a few core people in this world that I love to engage with. And of course, if you come to my YouTube channel and you talk to me, I do love to talk to people in the comments. I love that. But to me, I don't really feel like I need to join a group of people or like a social group to feel like some sort of sense of community. I just don't feel that I need that for myself, because as an introverted person, I get a lot of like, when I spend time with myself and I do things with myself, I just feel a lot of peace of mind. Like it just feels so good. Like all those things that other people say that they need. Like I was seeing something on TikTok where this lady said, "Oh, she's in her 30s and she's decided that she wants to join a gym and do all this to meet friends." And I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to join a gym. I'll just walk home from work, or I'll walk to the store. That's how I get my exercise. Or I'll clean my house. I don't need to join a gym to do that. If I wanted to do something more engaging, I'd go walking up on the walking trail, which I really haven't gotten around to doing that yet. But I feel like I used to do that more when I had more time off, more days off, and you just kind of need to work. I don't know. Because I like to make time for things. I'm not one of those people that likes to just pack everything in. I like to get things done, but I don't like to pack things in. I like to allocate time to something to make sure I feel like relaxed when I'm doing it, you know? That's my opinion on that. But I'm going to tell you this. I need to get my little hair thingies. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I have a plan, Stan, I think, what I want to do with my hair. I think. But I'll be back. I just think when you just try to focus within yourself, your happiness, I can't speak for other people. I don't know what works for other people. For extroverted people, my advice will not work, because an extroverted person needs a lot of social stimulation and interaction with other people to feel like good and validated within themselves. But I know for me, I just feel my best when I look within myself, and I don't need to explain it to other people. I start thinking, and I don't even do it the way other people do. Like they're like, you need to journal, or you need to do this. You might write down a few things, but I don't know. This is the way I do it, kind of, and I don't know if it'll make sense to anybody, but I look up, I'm still trying to recapture the sense of excitement about life that I had a few years back, and I don't want to say I'll never have that again, but I used to be the kind of person, I'm still excited about life, don't get me wrong, but I used to be mesmerized by life. I just used to see, that's beautiful, the clouds, I still see the clouds and the palm trees, and I'm like, that's beautiful. But I just feel like there's a little bit of that innocent wonder of the world that people lose over time. Things that, I just want to look at the sky and the clouds and appreciate things and appreciate how beautiful things are. That is a really important thing to me. Very important. I think you just have to be happy within yourself. You have to find everything within yourself. Introverted explanation, okay? This is what the introverts think. I don't know what the extroverts think, though. I really don't. I'm not an extrovert. I couldn't tell you what they think. I think introverted people, they need a lot of community. They need a lot of, I know they say extroverted people need time for themselves too, but I think extroverted people, they're always looking for a sense of community. But I don't know. I feel like the internet's actually not a bad thing for us introverted types, because like we can find a lot more like-minded people online than maybe we do. Like in my part of Southern California, when I was on my long hair, and I'm on my long hair journey again, but there's not a lot of people that are interested in growing their hair super long, or who maybe love like feminine, like I'm talking about feminine fashion or art and drawing or history or just things like they like the specific things that I like that kind of get me and could connect with me. I don't feel like I could find a group of people who necessarily adore the things I adore right now. I'm not having a baby. You're so funny. I don't know. I just kind of look a little. I don't know. I look a little Mediterranean. I look like a belly dancer, but I don't know. What? Sadie. You're so silly. Last night I braided so quickly. Now I feel like there's something that might get caught if I don't smooth it down the way I like. A little bit more water. Maybe I need to go through it again with water. I just do the wet brush. I could just kind of again. Do some tie bow. We could do some side bow. Like that old tie bow video. I was just thinking about this one. Side bow, tie bow. We have two little braids. And they're fun. On this side. Then you could flip it to the side, and that is the 2 little accent braids that just came out of me brushing my hair on the random. Anyway, thanks for watching.